Hello again, Aries. So before we begin, I have two cards for you, and I really like what you pulled. These two are beautiful together. So from Lay Vampire, you pulled Sacrifice, Renunciation, Offering, Letting Go. And this is the first time that I've seen this pulled for Aries. So this card in connection with Joy from Chakra Wisdom is saying that there might be something that you may need to give up in order to experience joy. So Sacrifice is saying that there is a need to let something go. And it's not that somebody else is asking you to do this, but this is by your own soul. Your soul is asking you to let something go so that you can experience joy. Now, Joy from Chakra Wisdom is beautiful. This card actually has a part in it that reminds me of the Fool. It says that this is the moment after the leap. You may not see where you are going, but you will land on your feet. I love it. And then the key words here are joy, playfulness, and delight. So I'm not worried about sacrifice showing up because I feel like whatever it is that you're letting go of is going to bring joy into your life. All right, Aries, here we go. Here's the energy coming through. Oh. So apparently that's what you need to let go of. To have that as a signifier is just like, You have an opportunity to experience joy. But right now, it's like the focus is on mental shit. The Nine of Swords is all about mental anguish, regret, despair, sleepless nights, crying alone. It's all the mental bullshit that you do to yourself. And what worries me here is that, and I say this every time I see this card because it is connected with the Three of Swords through the image. I mean, it's like cause and effect. You have heartbreak and betrayal, and it leads you to this feeling here. And again, it's just mental shit. And definitely, this is something that you need to let go of if that's where your focus is right now. And in the past, so the Three of Cups, now seeing that as the past coming through is conflicting to this because the Three of Cups is all about support. It's celebrating. And it's celebrating with the people that you love, the people that you care about, the people that support you. So, I hate to think of somebody who is celebrating, but internally, this is what they're feeling. Yeah, yes. The Fool. Speaking of the Fool, there it is. So in the present, and this is beautiful to see, this is telling me that, and going back to the last reading, having the Five of Cups in your environment, was no good. And it's like, it's almost like, here is where we're starting out right now with this mental just junk. And it's like, there's a part of you that's like, yeah, we're going to go and we're going to do something different. Now, the Fool, seeing that it is perfect because this is the clean soul. He's taking that leap of faith with no preconceived notions of nothing. And definitely, he's not carrying this shit with him, which I really feel like is why sacrifice is coming up. But it's like, you already know that. And you're getting ready to do something different here. Oh, and there it is. Damn it, Aries. What is going on? So, future conditions, the Five of Cups, once again, it's still lingering. So, the Five of Cups, and there's the emotional backing to that. That's no good. It's like you're wanting to just get away from that. And definitely, this is something that you need to let go of. And I feel like the Three of Cups is coming through not because, this group of people is responsible for this, but more so that, you have support. You have people that support you in what you're doing. And I don't feel like the support group that's coming here has anything to do with what's going on here. So the Five of Cups, again, it's like emotional regret and hurt. And then you have the mental backing. It's yuck. The man is so focused on the Three Cups that he can't see what's left. And again, it's not all is lost here. I mean, it really sucks being separated from the things that we love, but, you know, if it's causing this kind of shit right here, yeah, I would want to be like the fool too. Like, hell no, I want to get away from this shit. Oh, the best path to follow. So seeing justice there, to me, is saying that, again, there's this need to make amends for the past. You know, and then looking at the past coming through, the Three of Cups, you know, I have to wonder if maybe there was a little bit too much celebration. I don't know, but with justice, again, it's needing to have balance in your life and making amends for past wrongs. But then not only that, though, this is saying too that whatever wrongs were done to you will be corrected as well. Oh my goodness, Aries, you know, and definitely this is something that you want to let go of so that you can experience joy. It's like there's this need to let go of whatever painful thoughts and feelings that you've had from the past, because again, you know, this is not something that you want to have continuously manifest in your life. And justice is saying, no, we need to have balance with this. You know, whatever wrongs you've done, make amends for them and be done with it. And know that whatever has been done to you will be corrected. But the focus needs to come away from this. And in your environment, now this to me is saying that you're willing to do what you need to do to fix this here. The Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in hard work. But this is also about seeing the results of the work that you're doing. You know, the man in the image is like refining his craftsmanship. But, you know, seeing that in your environment to me is good, especially with these two right here. It's saying that, you know, when you're getting ready to take this leap of faith, you're willing to do what you need to do to deal with these issues here. And seeing it next to justice is good because it also says that, you know, whatever wrongs that you may have done, you're willing to do what you need to do to correct it. Oh, your hopes and your fears. And yes, of course you would be hoping for that, especially out of this here. So the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. This is indulgence, abundance, enjoying the things that you have. And, you know, looking at these two, yeah, it would make sense now why this 3 is coming through. It's like this is what you're wanting to experience right here. But it's like there's a part of you that knows that you need to deal with this before you take the leap of faith here. And right now in your environment is saying that, yeah, you're willing to do what you need to do to take care of it, you know. And if this has to do with like a workplace situation, I just feel like it needs to be said here that maybe it's time for, you know, a new job, maybe something new so that you're not dealing with feelings like this. And the outcome, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. The Ace of Cups. So it's like where you are here, you know, when you look at future conditions and your outcome. Now, to me, with these two here, it's saying that you're going to correct this. For sure, it's going to be corrected. And when you take the leap of faith here, this is what you're going to experience. I love it. So the Ace of Cups, the aces are always good opportunities coming through. And this is about love, romance, and emotional fulfillment and new creative ideas. So seeing that is absolutely fantastic. And, you know, thinking about what you pulled in the oracle cards here, joy also talks about that, you know, there may be a change, a big change in your life. And it says that you might make a move or find a new job or even marriage. So, you know, looking at that 8, I just feel like it needs to be said that, you know, maybe if you're having difficulty in the workplace, maybe it's time to start looking for something that's a little bit more fulfilling. But definitely, I feel like with sacrifice, it's saying that you need to let go of this shit. It's got to be done. Justice is saying that you will have balance, but you need to make amends for whatever wrongs you have done as well. And then joy, 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 joy. These two are perfect. And then the Fool. I think that when you do what you need to do to deal with this emotional yuck and this mental bullshit, you will start to experience this joy because it's what you're hoping for. And your outcome is saying, yes, there will be an opportunity presented to you to experience that joy. But you got to let go of this. You got to let go of it. You cannot continue to hang on to that. You know, with the Nine of Swords, be careful when you lay your head down at night. Don't let your thoughts get carried away with you, because then you'll wake up in the morning and feel this emotional blah. You don't want to do that. And I know it's easier said than done, because a lot of times, you have to kind of sit in it for a minute so that you can deal with it properly. Where like before it felt like you were trying to charge away from it too quickly. Now it's like it needs to be dealt with and you're willing to do it. But you need to let go of it. You have to let go of it, especially before you take that leap of faith here. But, regardless where you end up is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Aries. So now we are going to pull some cards from the Whispers of Love deck. So let's see, what can Aries do to create more love in their life? Well, the first one you have here is romance. Very nice. So lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. Beautiful. What other messages are there for Aries to create love in their life? What messages can we get to Aries? Nope, you got another jumper. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. So looking at the two of them already, it's like there's this need to pay attention to your loved ones right now. When you do that, it creates support and it brings that right back to you. So already there's like this message of giving attention to the ones that you have in your life right now that you love. All right, one more card for Aries. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart there for a minute. So, looking at these, I feel like in order to have more support in your life and to create more love, you need to pay attention to the person that you have in your life. Pay attention to the people that you love. And then, also make sure that you're listening to what they are saying to you. So, wow, Aries, I really feel like there's a need here to step away from your constant passion and drive and your move forward and really start to pay attention to the people in your life. And if you're single, if you practice that affection towards, your family, it'll create that feeling and it'll open you up to attracting that into your life, but also make sure that you're listening with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. I love it. So I hope these messages help, Aries, as far as attracting some more love into your life. Okay, Aries. So having this as a signifier and then having the emotional backing and then seeing justice, it's almost like there's a need to make amends for whatever heartbreak is causing this right here. And, when you look at the Three of Cups too, especially with what you pulled from Whispers of Love, this also speaks about you can't have expectations on the love that you give. You need to give it freely. And also there's a need here, obviously, to get some emotional balance. But where you end up is beautiful. Once you let go of all of those feelings, whether they're mental or emotional, and whatever the situation is, if it's involving another person, it's time to let it go. There's also a part here too with justice that talks about needing to forgive and also letting these things go. But when you do, you end up in such a beautiful spot. I mean, you get exactly what it is that you're hoping for here. The Ace of Cups is absolutely beautiful. But, and you have a real chance here to experience joy in your life. But I feel like, the messages are pretty strong with these three. That when it comes to the people that are in your life right now that you love and that you care about, you need to take time to listen to them, to show them your attention and your affection. So if you're with someone now, and if there was some heartbreak that happened, it's time to let that go. Because, again, with the Fool and seeing the Ace, yes, it's time to take that leap of faith into love. Let go of all of this because it's junk, and make amends for whatever wrongs were done. Have that balance back in your life so that you can experience that joy. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, yes, I feel like you are willing to do what it takes to correct this situation. So even though this may be your signifier, where you end up is absolutely beautiful, and it will lead you to this feeling of experiencing joy in your life.